Titania Festival. Ich bin backstage mit Danny Avila. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Just got here. It looks good. Stage looks very good. Energy is amazing. So.
Yeah, seems fine so far. Alright, let's go ahead and start the questions. We got some community questions for you from the German house fans, and it's all about the music community.
Okay.
And the first question would be, what musical style did you start with, and how did you get into DJing?
Well, we're going back a little bit to 2008, 2009. I started playing more techie kind of stuff way before this whole EDM explosion happened. So the whole industry, or the whole, how can I say, direction or everything that I was taking was a bit different. It was more techie, it was a bit more groovy. I started DJing when I was about 13, 14, just as a hobby. Didn't really take it seriously or think that I was gonna get here, or I didn't want to take it professionally. It was just for fun, and I started playing at some friends' birthday parties, and just for fun. And yeah, I mean, over the last years, everything has evolved. The whole industry and all the genres and everything has changed a lot. So I've also changed and developed my sound as well. So, but that's part of the music industry, right? You have to evolve and keep learning, I guess.
So, what would you say? When was the point when you thought like, all right, I want to do this full time. This is the thing I want to do in my life.
Well, it wasn't really a decision, to be honest. I never really said, okay, I'm gonna be a professional DJ and I want to do this as a, my full-time job, even though it's not a job. It's pretty much how it turned out in the end, everything went very slowly, very little by little. So, after some time, I realized that it was being a little bit more serious and was getting more recognition, and the shows were getting better. And so, at some point I realized that it was going in a good direction. So I said to myself, then I'm just gonna do this even more serious, because it's taking a very serious direction, kind of.
So you've been doing collabs with people like Giugiamo, and are there any artists who you would really like to collaborate with?
Pretty much a lot of people collaborate with whatever, WW with Moti and Showtek with this, but I think when you really break the walls a little bit is when you take it a bit further and you collaborate with people that doesn't really have anything to do with electronic music. I don't know, for instance, I've always said that I wanted to work with artists like Madonna, for instance, because it's something kind of unexpected, and not really to say, okay, I want to make a track with her and put it out, and even though it's talking big things right now, it's not something planned or anything, but just about experience and just being with someone that has been for so long in the industry and has so much experience. Stuff like that, I think it's something really special.
You got any big collaborations coming up, which you can tell right now?
Well, not really collaborations. Most of the stuff I've been doing lately is either myself, or I also work with people, because I'm the type of person, I think collaborations and music in general happens very organically. So it's not about business or whatever. You don't email one person, I want to make a track with you, because it's not really natural. So for instance, the stuff that I've been doing lately with, with really friends of mine like Dennis Koyu or Tula or Tujano, it's because we're really friends, we talk almost every day, and we send music back and forth. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? And in the end, that's, I think, how collaborations happen, pretty much. So most of the stuff I do myself and people that I consider really close to me. That's the way I see it.
So friendship is an important point for you when it comes to collaborations?
I think so, yeah, I think so. I mean, I've never really, and I'm not that type of person that I would email someone like, yo, you wanna collab, bro? Even though it happens a lot of times, I think music in general, I mean, obviously there's a lot of cases that happens like that, and it's perfect, but I think that music in general happens very organically and very natural, so that's just the way I see it. For instance, the track with Tujamo Cream, I made that track, well, the demo, I made it in approximately October 2015, 14, and after 8 months, we were going in opposite directions on a highway in Germany, and we were just texting, and then we stopped at a gas station and played him the demo, sent him the parts, and then he worked on it. That's what I mean, Sometimes music happens just like that. You know, you just run into someone, you're like, boom, done. You know.
So you've been probably inspired by the original track by Federico Franchi, I think is his name.
I thought that was the original track, but it goes back to like 1980 something. I think that's.
That was sampled?
I think so. I don't want to talk bullshit or anything, but I heard that even though that one was from before, people say, "Oh, people." Well, come on, you have no idea. But I never tried to steal anything or to take the credits from something.
No.
It's a sample, and when you clear a sample, you make something out of it, and it's not really stealing anything. You know, there's so many people that are doing that.
And I mean, the name is still the same.
Exactly, like I never tried to hide it, you know, I never really tried to do anything sketchy or anything weird. I just tried to, you know, I like the sample and I wanted to make a version for me to play.
Yeah, but the EDM style really fits into that track, I think.
Huh?
The EDM style really fits into that track, I think so.
I guess so, yeah.
What would you say was the best club you've ever played at?
But that's difficult, man. I don't think I could choose one, because there's things that I like about certain clubs and I like other things about other clubs. I mean, for instance, you know, one of the best clubs I've played, like the energy, like for instance, Bootshaus here in Germany, it's incredible. I love that club, but I also love Passion New York, which unfortunately is closing, Souk in Singapore, Hakkasan in Las Vegas, Live in Miami, Story in Miami. Those are clubs that I adore, like I just love playing there, you know. So it's difficult to just pick one, you know.
Are you definitely going to Miami this year right now for
yeah, I go every year.
What's the thing you enjoy most there at this time when WMC is happening?
Well, I would say the typical thing that everyone says, oh, everyone is in Miami and all DJs, but it's really true. Like the fun part about being in Miami is that the way I see this industry, kind of, it's not really too serious like people see it from the outside. Oh, there's DJs and respect and that. In the end, we're all friends. You know what I mean? I was just there with Dubs and Dali having a drink and talking. And Miami is like that. You're going out, you're having fun with friends, you're playing shows, you're just having fun with all your friends that are there. Not even DJs, just like promoters that you know from all over the world, and even singers or anything. So I think it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely looks like. The next thing I want to talk about is we've just had the pleasure to check out the new Pioneer Nexus 2 setup. So what are your thoughts about the new setup?
Well, I have to say that I'm a big fan of Pioneer. Anything they do, I've been using Pioneer forever pretty much. And, I did a 2-hour set for them for these DJ sound things that they do in London. And I'm a really big fan of them, you know, and seeing that they put so much effort in really putting new stuff on even the CDJs or the mixer is great. For instance, what they just showed me, my two favorite things I would say is, one, there's an option where you can skip. You don't have to go all the way back to, like, for instance, you want to look for a track, you don't have to go all the way back and look for that place. There's a button that you just press and it takes you directly to there or to your playlist, you can change it. And then the other thing that I like is the hotkeys option. So I use hotkeys a lot because sometimes I play a bit longer and not that intense, but I like playing very fast sometimes, and that helps a lot. Play with acapellas and different loops and stuff and really skip through the track. And from going from 3 hotkeys to 8, I think it helps.
That's a massive change, right?
Yeah.
So you would say that this is like the most important change right now, or any other particular changes that are very important for your kind of DJing?
Well, it depends how you want to see it. I mean, I don't think they should make the life of a DJ easier, because at some point you have to mix, you know what I mean? So for instance, you know, the sync option and stuff, it's cool for people that don't really know how to DJ, but I'm not the biggest fan of them trying to make the life of DJ super easy, but I really think they're doing a great job on putting certain features that you can take it further. You know, you can do stuff that you couldn't do before. For instance, you know, with more hotkeys, you can take the key of a song. Imagine the melody of a song has like 6 keys, you know. And then before you couldn't do it because you only had 3 cues, but now you have 6, so you can play with that melody. You know what I mean? So this is certain things that you couldn't do before, and they're helping us to get to that point.
You can do more live stuff, like
exactly.
live performance with the CDJs
yeah.
on stage. So this is really cool, I think so as well. And What also bothered me always was the needle search. You know, they have the touchpad. Did you try out the touchpad actually? And what are your thoughts about pressing on a touchpad for like cutting a loop and stuff?
I like it. I like it. For instance, I'm not the biggest fan of like computers and stuff. So for instance, I've never really played with computers or anything. And I think what they did with the screen, you know, is a good mixture of, you know, being able to do everything on a screen, but they didn't do it too much, you know. So it doesn't really feel like a computer. It's not that you can make mistakes. I think the feeling of the screen is so good that you can barely make mistakes and everything, and it's better, even better than the bottoms or the loops or anything, you know. So I like that.
Okay, so we got a last question. What is your real hair color?
My real hair color. This is actually my hair color, but there's something kind of crazy about my hair. If I'm on the beach for one day, my hair turns blonde. And I just spent like 2 weeks in Mexico, so it's like kind of blonde. I guess it's my hair color. But I'm gonna cut it soon, it's getting too long.
Seriously?
Yeah. To be honest, I'm just lazy to go to the hair salon to do my hair. I just hate it, but I have to do it eventually.
Okay, but this is about it, and thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.
And enjoy your set on the main stage.
Thank you.
Looking forward to that definitely.